Only one spot left in the championship here in the 2019 NWAC softball tournament. And we've got a good one. The Douglas Royals taking on the Edmonds Tritons. We'll have the team contending for the championship and the game when we come back. You're watching the NWAC Sports Network.
We thank them all.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
And a big welcome back as we're ready for semi-final softball from the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex in Spokane, Washington. Douglas taking on Edmonds. Take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Douglas Royals. So we get it up there. It's going to be Janessa Henson, the second baseman, leading off, followed by Casey Wright in left. Emily Sherritt, the shortstop. Shelby Quack, the designated player today. She'll be hitting in the cleanup spot. Emily Latrace will be doing the catching. Casey Guru be playing right field. Caitlin Redmond at first. Hannah Menard at third. And rounding out the batting order is going to be Brooke Stolen with Jessica Pod-Scanley pitching out of the flex spot. And they're going to be taking on Riley Sykes. Here, again, the pitcher Sykes so far this season a 5.12 ERA, has struck out 36 and walked 58. Sophomore Ab Stanwood, and she stands in at 5'8". She'll be taking on a very tough Douglas lineup today. Leadoff hitter Hanson making her way into the right-handed box, and we're just about ready for NWAC softball from the beautiful Spokane Valley. Hansen, a sophomore herself this year. 422, the batting average for over the course of the year, and now a slight delay as some of the NWAC staff are fixing the fence in right field. Looks like they were putting some last-minute signage up there today, and now everything appears to be good to go as Assistant Sports Information Director Spencer Rowland will clear the play area. Now we're ready for softball. And digging in, Janessa Henson. 1 home run and 43 RBI on the year. And her first pitch is going to be taken down low for ball 1. In time of the first pitch, 11:05, about 5 minutes behind schedule. Championship game slated to start at 1:30. Either Douglas or Edmonds will get the opportunity to face the North Idaho Cardinals. As Henson will take a strike right down Broadway to knot things up 1-1. And Sykes had a short outing in last night's semifinal in the A bracket, taking on North Idaho. And the 1-1 pitch, Henson will take down and in, ball 2. And during that outing, Sykes did give up a couple of runs, a couple of big hits as well. And in North Idaho in the championship game for the second time in 2 years under the direction of Coach Don Williams. And now a 3-1 count to the Douglas leadoff hitter. Waiting on deck is Casey Wright, the left fielder. With a big 3-1 offering here from Sykes. Taken upstairs, ball 4. Leadoff hitter is walked to kick off the festivities today. And loser will go home. And the winner will have to take down North Idaho, not once but twice, if they want to be crowned the NWAC champion. So now bring up the freshman left fielder, Casey Wright. Wright, over the course of the year, hit .417 and will run up and take a called strike to kick off her first at bat. And good speed on first base. 15 for 17 on the year was Hansen. And the pitch to Wright, runs up to bunt, pulls back and takes upstairs. The count 1-1. And if you haven't gotten your fill of NWAC championships, next weekend baseball comes your way from beautiful Story Field in Longview, Washington. The 1-1 pitch, little desperation swing there, and it's fouled off to the screen. The count 1-2. Waiting on deck, the shortstop, Emily Sherritt. See if Syke can bounce back after issuing the leadoff walk to Hansen. Total of 11 RBI. Here's a swing and a line drive up the middle, base hit, throws, overthrown at second, and on her way to third is Henson. Throw is there, but it goes into the outfield. Henson's up, on her way home, and the Royals are going to score on 2 separate errors on the same play. My goodness. So it's going to be a single, and then an errored throw from center field, allowing Henson to get to third, and then an errored throw from the catcher, allowing her to score and advancing on that second errored throw is right into scoring position. So a couple of errors for the Douglas Royals, and let's take a look at how they line up defensively. No, pardon, errors for the Edmonds Tritons. Getting a little ahead of myself here. It's going to be in the outfield, Labason, Lum, and Shigeta. And here comes the first offering. A called strike to share it on the infield from third to first for Edmonds will be Sangapalutele, Kauhi, Shimabakuru, and Kachoke Kahuna. And there's a snap throw to second, and not in time. Great throw, however, by Kiemi Montara, the catcher for Edmonds. And that leadoff walk coming back to haunt Edmonds in a big way as the next pitch misses up and in, nearly hitting the head of the batter, Sherritt. Sherritt batting .393, freshman shortstop out of Richmond, British Columbia. And the 2-1. Swung on and fouled off to the left side. 2-2 goes the count. Seeing as painful as that is to hear, Wright will not be credited with the RBI, as the reason the run scored was because of the 2 errors. And the 2-2. Way up, and that one hit the bull. So the count runs full 3-2. Well, you always, whenever you get a chance, throw in some Bull Durham references to a baseball or softball broadcast. Hitting the bull on the last pitch was Sykes. And the payoff pitch swung on and fouled off to the left and off the top of the backstop. 3-2 runner will hold up at third there, and that is Wright, who singled. We'll see if Douglas can continue to pour it on. 3-2, grounded towards shortstop, and that's going to go right through her legs. Oh, my goodness. That is the 3rd error of the inning for Edmonds. So a run will score on the E6. You take another look as that ball, again, just took a weird hop and went right under the glove of Cowhey, and there's 2 runners in to score. And the 2 runs both coming in via errors. Here's a called strike to Shelby Quack. Quack hitting .408. And the 0-1. Inside, knotting up the count at 1 apiece. Boy, errors truly haunting the Tritons here in inning number 1. They have committed 3 separate errors at 3 positions. There's a line drive. That is fair down the right field line. On her way to second goes Quack. They're going to wave in Sherritt. Sherritt is going to score, and the throw goes into third, an RBI double for Shelby Quack. Boy, Sherritt scoring all the way from first and picking up the first legitimate RBI of the ball game, as that ball ricocheted a little bit there in the corner, allowing Quack to get to second, and scoring from first is Sherritt. So 3-0 here in the first. And Latrace going to take ball 1 to kick off her first at-bat today. Latrace doing the catching, another Richmond native. 5'6", hitting .336 on the year, and will take upstairs for ball 2. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is the first time on field 1 we've seen a run score in the first inning throughout the tournament. And the 2-0, badly missing upstairs. 3-0 the count. And waiting on deck is Casey Garou. So 3-0, and the pitch. Taken for ball 4, and Sykes wanting to know where that pitch missed. Instead, it's going to be 2 runners on base for Casey Garou. And it looks like they're going to waste no time. They're going to bring in a new pitcher here in the first. So 3 runs already home, and coming into pitch is going to be Cecilia Robbins. So we'll step away for a little bit and give the pitcher some time to warm up. 3-0, and we're not out of the top of the first just yet.
We see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So back we get to the action here. A 3-0 lead for Douglas. Still yet to be an out recorded here in the top of inning number 1. And Robbins to pitch and will fire a called strike to kick off her effort today. 0-1 the counts. Again, 3 unearned runs coming in to score for Douglas here in the first inning. And the pitch on the way. Upstairs, knotting the count up at 1. Again, no innings pitched, 2 walks, 2 hits surrendered, as well by Sykes. And so far, 3 errors for Douglas. It's the off-speed pitch will miss down low. 2 balls and a strike, the count. Casey Guru is the hitter. And the pitch outside. And Guru so far on the year, a .388 batting average with a 3-1 count. Did have 1 home run on the year. And the pitch upstairs, ball 4, so another walk, and the bases are loaded for the Royals. So that will bring up Redmond. And Redmond, the first baseman for Douglas. 4 home runs and 39 RBI on the year for her, and she'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1. Snap throw to third, but back and plenty of time with a dive is Quack. Dan Douglas coming out firing on all cylinders. Meanwhile, Tritons looking a little logy. As the fastball catches the inside corner, the count knots up at 1. And all runs so far unearned in this top of the first. And waiting on deck is Hannah Menard. Swing, ground ball, that's gonna sneak through, a base hit. 1 run is in, and they're gonna hold the runner at third. That is Latrace, an RBI single for Redmond, and it's 4-0 Douglas. And that's going to bring up Hannah Menard. Menard, the 8th hitter to come to the plate in this half inning. First pitch to her is an off-speed pitch that misses well upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strikes. And Menard patrolling the hot corner, a sophomore, measuring in at 5'8". Now her 1-0 pitch from Robbins gonna be taken on the outside corner, 1-1. So a 4-spot dropped here in the first inning for the Royals, coming out swinging with authority. The 1-1. Swung on, there's a little looper, but it's gonna be hauled in and short. They'll get 1 out. And they are only gonna get the 1, as getting back to second in time was Guru. So there is the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Brooke Stolen. And now a conversation, seeing what the Tritons can come away with here. And now there's going to be a conference of the umpires out there behind the circle. So you take a look out there, three-man crew, and we get a look at the play. And it looks like it's a easy line drive catch. You can see already make back, and you can't really see if the tag was applied on the way back to the bag. And that is a rough angle to try and make the call from. Let's see this angle right here. So the catch is made there, and looks like she may have been tagged there. Boy, that's awfully close. You see the foot doesn't touch the bag. And yeah, the glove gets there before the hand does, it looks like. Boy, that's a bang, bang play. And it looks like they're going to stick with the safe call at second. So one away, and bases still loaded. First offering on the way to Stolen swing, and there's a looper. And that is going to be hauled in by Shima Bakuru behind first base for out number 2. So back to the top of the order we go. And it's going to be Janessa Henson. So Henson, the 10th hitter to bat in the half inning for Douglas. 4 runs already scored. And the pitch swung on and belted to left field. No doubt about it. Whoa, unhopped the wall, hit the top of the fence. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, 3 runs across on the double. My goodness. Oh, man. 3 RBI double, and it looked like that ball had the distance to leave the yard. Take another look there as that ball was obliterated. And actually, as you see there, hits the fence. And it turns into a 3-run double. My goodness. And that's going to bring back up Casey Wright. It's the pitch on the way. She tries to put down a bunt and instead will foul it off. The count 0-1. Boy, rough inning for Edmonds, to say the least. And darn near a slam to put the Royals ahead 8-0. Instead, they'll settle for that 3-run double. So Edmonds has their work cut out for them. 1 for 1 today is Casey Wright with a single. Later came around to score on an error committed by Kauhi, the shortstop. And the 0-1 ground ball, that's going to sneak through a base hit. They're going to wave the runner through. It's going to be 8-0 as the throw to the plate is way late. And that's the second base hit of the inning for Wright. And 8-0 is the lead for the Royals. It's going to bring back up Emily Sherritt. Again, 12 batters to the plate, 8 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors by the Tritons in this half inning. It's been a nightmare for Edmonds. The first pitch is going to be a called strike on the inside corner to Sherritt. Reached base on an error by Kauhi, the shortstop. And the 0-1 pitch, off speed, missing downstairs, 1-1. Shelby Quack waiting on deck. And the 1-1. Swung on and tapped foul over toward the Royals dugout. Again, Sherritt with just an easy routine ground ball. Just misplayed it short as the off-speed pitch will miss upstairs. Deuces are wild here on the top half inning number 1, 2-2 with 2 away. in second plate appearance of the inning. Swing, and there's a high pop-up that's drifting into foul territory. The play will be made by Sangapalu Tele, and the side is finally retired, but not before 8 runs come through to score. A few hits in the inning as well, can't tally them up in the time, but 3 Edmonds errors and a runner left on base. We go to the home first, 8-0 Douglas.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
So on we go to the home first. Edmonds got some work cut out for him. Here's the lineup that's got to overcome this 8-run deficit. So we take a quick look there. Sienna Cowie, the shortstop, leading off, followed by Chantel Shimabukuru. Kayla Hensley, the designated player, followed by Prestine Kimi Montara. Then Relima Sangapalu Tele, Kamale Labasan in left, Kale Kachoke Kahuna at first base, Taylor Shigeta in right field, and Chanel Lum will round things out in the batting order as Sykes will pitch from the flex spot. But of course, Sykes taken out in the last half inning and replaced with Robbins. And now we are ready to go as the leadoff hitter, Cowie, makes her way into the box. The first pitch from Pod Scanley is going to be a called strike. And we take a look at the pitching numbers for Pod Scanley, a 3.15 ERA with 238 strikeouts, and a bunt is going to be pressed foul by Cowie. And Cowie, over the course of the 2019 season, hit .467 and takes ball 1 upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And Douglas in admirable position to start this off, a freshman from the Hawaiian Islands. And the 1-2 umpire holding up the fist before the pitch came in. It's going to be ball 2. 2-2 the count. On deck is Chantel Shimabukuru. And the 2-2 offering from Pod Scanley. Swing, and there's a little looper in the shallow center, and that's going to land for a base hit. So not hit incredibly hard, but it will go down as a leadoff single. Now Shimabukuru opportunity to hit with a runner on. Chantel Shimabukuru, .426 the batting average with 3 home runs and 50 RBI. He does have some good gap power. Take a look, she had 17 doubles over the course of 2019. You should get a look in there at Pod Scanley. And the pitch on the way. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. And Pod Scanley getting the win against the Walla Walla Warriors in the consolation bracket to get to this point. And the 0-1 on the way. Showing bunt and missing. Throw down to second is going to be there and in time, but skipping out of the glove of the shortstop Sherritt. A stolen base for Cowie. And that is the 39th stolen base for Sienna Cowie this season. And now an 0-2 count to Chantel Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro in the box, and the pitch from Pod Scanley. Upstairs, 1-2 the count. Waiting on deck is Kayla Hensley, the designated player. And the pitch, just outside. Quality pitch from Pod Scanley. But you can see Latrace with a good frame on the pitch. However, umpire did not fall for it. So the 2-2. Swing, and there's a foul lifted off to the right, and the count will remain 2-2. In North Idaho will play the winner of this game for the championship. North Idaho in the championship game for the second year in a row, claiming the program's first title in 2018. Now an opportunity to repeat in 2019. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled off again. And quality AB by Shimabukuro here. In last night's game, Shimabukuro took an 0-for-3 line, a pop out, a line out, and a fly out. And the next 2-2. Ground ball through for a base hit. And they're going to hold the runner Cowie at third. So runners at the corners on the single by Shimabukuro. That's going to bring Kayla Hensley to the dish. Hensley, a freshman infielder who hit .376, had 11 home runs. And now her first offering from Pod Scanley. Runner in scoring position for Edmonds. And the pitch down low, ball one. Kami Montero waits on deck. The catcher for the Tritons. And now Pod Scanley's 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one. Big swing and a miss. Climb the ladder on the 3-hole hitter. And Douglas, no stranger to the championship game as well. In fact, they were the runner-up in 2016 and 2017. And the last year, the NWAC softball championship tournament was held in Delta Park back in Portland, Oregon. And the 2-1. Swung on, there's a high fly ball, fairly deep center field. Chasing back is stolen, she'll put it away. And that's going to go down as a sacrifice fly, scoring Cowie. So one away as Cowie will score. And that's going to bring up Preston Kaimi Montea to the dish. Montera, freshman catcher, another Hawaiian native. So Edmonds able to get one run back here in the home first. And the pitch from Pod Scanley. Fastball outside, 1-0. Boy, as a starting pitcher, you come out with a 8-run lead. Weight of the world lifted off your shoulders a bit. You got quite a bit of a margin for error. And the 1-0 pitch. Check swing and no swing. Pitch missed outside, 2-0. Wilhelmina Songapolutele waiting on deck now. Swing, and that ball's hit well toward right center, and that's going to go over the head of the right fielder, Guru. And they're going to wave the runner home. The throw will not come in. It's an RBI triple from Montera. Shima Bakuru scoring all the way from first with that triple. Misjudged by the right fielder, Guru, as he had to make a last-second leap for it. And unfortunately just didn't have the height to bring it down. So the RBI triple is going to bring up Wilhelmina Songapolutele. A big night last night for Songapolutele, as she had not one but 2 solo home runs in the losing effort against North Idaho. So if the first inning is any indication, we could be in for a shootout today in the semifinal matchup. One away, runner on third. Songapolutele playing third base today. And the offering, catching the inside corner, 0-1. Songapolutele hit home runs number 14 and 15 last night. And the 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back. The count runs 0-2. And big difference maker, though, in this first inning has been the errors. There were 5 hits for the Royals in the first inning, but wouldn't have chased in many runs had the errors not taken place. And the 0-2 fastball missing high and away. The count 1-2. Todd Scanley into her motion. Big 1-2 offering. Labason on deck. Swung on and fouled back, nearly taking out our GoPro camera right above the broadcast booth here. You can see me right there. I'm just a silhouette with all the sunshine. And the 1-2. Todd Scanley fires upstairs. 2-2. So quality at bat here by Songapolutele. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. And the at bat will continue. And it looks like that foul ball, in fact, struck our camera operator down the first base line. And Bob, I hope you got good insurance. Give a big shout outs to Bob Gibson, the rest of the crew, making these productions possible. It's the 2-2 pitch upstairs, and the count runs full. Runner started running for home. Instead, she'll double back, and the count goes full. Kimmy Montera on third. Looked like she wanted to attempt to take home plate on what would have been a pass ball. Now a payoff pitch. Swung on. That ball's hit well to left center field. And hauling it in, and the throw is coming into home plate, and there will be no play. It will be a sacrifice fly for Polutele, and the lead now 8-3 for Douglas. So 2 sac flies in the inning for Edmonds. And now just a 5-run deficit. And now Kamale Labason to bat for Edmonds. Playing left field today. There's a swing at the first pitch, and she'll foul it off. The count's 0-1. And Labason, in last night's contest, turned in an 0-for-3 performance with a couple of strikeouts and a flyout. And big swing and a miss at a good off-speed pitch, the count 0-2. Kale Kacho Kikuhuna waiting on deck. And Pod Scanley with the 0-2. Just outside, and you can see the shortstop Sherritt dancing with joy on a ball that just missed. Looking for that called third strike. Instead, we got a 1-2 count. See what Pod Scanley comes back with. The big 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right again. And only one field in operation today at the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. Again, that foul ball may very well have hit the head of a pitcher warming up on field 3, or perhaps a friendly spectator. And the next 1-2. Outside, Deuce Wild here in the home first, 2-2 with 2 away. And we'll see what Pod Scanley comes back with. Will she surrender something toward the center of the plate, or will she try to nibble off the corner again? The 2-2. Swung on, rolled over toward third. Going to be played by Menard. Throw across is in time. And the side is retired, but not before 3 runs come through to score on 3 hits in the inning. No errors and no runners left on base. We go to the second inning, 8-3 in favor of the Royals.
I chose Centralia College for a couple reasons. Financially, it was just the best option for me. Some colleges that will have people redshirting as a freshman, but you don't get to do that here. You go right into playing, developing your skills and your talents. You're gonna have fun and you're gonna learn a lot. My name is Britzy Hockett. I play softball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
My name is Felix Bunton, and I am a CT technologist, and I work at Inland Imaging. I worked 3 jobs during the program, and I had a baby going in, and then, I had another baby while in the program. Not recommended. Finished, like I said, in June of '09. I had a job right out the gate. SEC, it's great. The program stemmed from something that was already in the community. Coming from the military, I've always been kind of a service-oriented person, always wanted, to help. I'm Felix Bunton, and this is my college, my community.
So as we welcome you back, we take a look there. Wow. First inning combined, 11 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, and only 1 runner left on base through 75 pitches, as the first pitch of the second is going to be fouled off by Shelby Quack. An RBI double in her first appearance today. And part of an inning where 12 hitters came to the plate for the Douglas Royals. And now the big 0-1 from Robbins. Off-speed pitch that'll miss low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it looks like we have to delay the start of our championship matchup. It is slated to start at 1:30 as the 1-1 pitch is going to be beaten in the dirt in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 5 runs, the difference right now. And that RBI double going down the right field line. Pardon, the left field line as I look back at my book. And the 1-2 pitch missing badly downstairs. 2-2. And NWAC baseball starts up next weekend from Longview, Washington. It's the 2-2. Taken upstairs and the count runs full. So big payoff pitch due. Last thing you want to do if you're Edmonds is get the inning started the same way you did in the first. And it will start the exact same way with a leadoff walk. And that will bring up the catcher, Emily Latrace, who walked and scored in her first appearance. And this is the highest scoring game so far we've had on field one. They're swinging a high pop-up behind second base. Shima Bakuru giving chase. It's going to land. Can they get the out at second? No, that's going to be a single. And there's 2 on for the Royals to start off this second inning. And that's going to bring up Casey Garou. Garou also drew a walk. Her first at bat. She came around to score on that 3 RBI double by Janessa Henson. And her first pitch, fastball low and in, ball 1. And both Edmonds and Douglas, fantastic tournament numbers up to this point. Edmonds committing more errors in this game than they did the entire tournament. And there's a good off-speed pitch that catches the knees for a called strike. And 3 runs were scored by the Tritons in the home first. They've got some fight in them. They 1-1, shows bunt, pulls back, takes downstairs, and no throw on the secondary. They appeal, and no, she did not offer. So Garou with a 2-1 count. And the 2-1 pitch puts a bunt down. It's a good one. There's another error unless they can get the out, and she's safe at first. Oh my goodness. This error coming from Sangapolu Tele. You take a look here. As since the ball did touch the glove, that's going to go down as an error, and the bases are loaded. That's the 4th error committed by the Tritons. And a called strike to Redmond to kick off her second at bat. And looking back over my scorebook, that is just the 4th error committed. And the 0-1 to Redmond. Swung on. There's a high pop-up on the infield. Infield fly rule is being signaled for, and there's 1 gone. Well, even if an error were committed by Edmonds on that play, they'd still get the out with the infield fly rule. And now Hannah Menard will come to the plate. 0 for 1. She popped out to the shortstop, Kauhi, back in the first. And now she'll take the first pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. And Menard, the third baseman for Douglas. And the pitch on the way. Swung on, that ball's hit well toward right. Chasing it is going to be Shigeta, and that's going to go down as a sacrifice fly. So 9-3 the score. As Menard comes through with the RBI. And now Brooke Stolen will be the batter, playing center field today, also 0 for 1. She popped out back in the first inning. And now the pitch taken for a called strike. Good speed on the bases for the Royals. Ball on the gap would score 2. Single anywhere would definitely score Latrace from second. So the off-speed pitch misses well high to knock the count up 1-1. Due up for Edmonds is their 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the home second. Swung on, that ball's popped foul and perhaps playable behind third, and the catch will be made by Sangapolu Tele for out number 3. So 1 run comes in on 1 hit in the inning, 1 error and 2 runners left on board. We go to the home half of the second inning. 9-3 the score.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College. We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC.
So on we go, the home second, 9-3 the score. As you take a look there, our line score, 3 runs, 3 hits, and 4 errors for Edmonds so far. They got their 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. And the first offering from Pod Scanley on the way is going to be taken for a called strike. Batter is Kale Kacho Kekahuna, followed by Taylor Shigeta and Chanel Lum in the home second, 7, 8, 9. And the 0-1 pitch from Pod Scanley. Good off-speed pitch, and the count 0-2. Well, Pod Scanley locates both those pitches perfectly. In fact, the same location, and Kacho Kekahuna had no idea what to do with it. And the 0-2 on the way. Outside. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Kacho Kekahuna, a night ago, turned in an 0-for-3 performance featuring 3 strikeouts. And the 1-2. Just missing. Beautiful pitch by Pod Scanley. So 2-2 goes the count. Then we take a look now at the offensive numbers for Kekahuna. And check swing, and yes, she went. It's a strikeout. The strikeout numbers for Kale Kacho Kekahuna were only 12 up to this point, and did not strike out a whole ton during the regular season. Now has struck out in her last 4 at-bats here in Spokane. I'll bring up Taylor Shigeta, had a pinch hit appearance in last night's game against North Idaho where she struck out. And her offering from Pod Scanley, fastball right down Broadway, a called strike. And 1 run scored in the top half of the second as the Royals continue to pile it on. Stranded, a couple runners on base. The 0-1, ground ball back to Pod Scanley. Easy play as the throw to first is in plenty of time. And there's 2 gone here on the home second. Here comes a 9-hole hitter, Chanel Lum, playing center field today. Lum took an 0-for-2 in last night's game, a fly out and a strikeout. And that was against the powerful arm of Maddie Mott of North Idaho. And the pitch. Good off-speed pitch for a called strike 1. Top of the order, in Cowie waiting on deck. In the third, Douglas is going to have the top of their order due up. It'll be Henson, Wright, and Sherritt. Big 1-1 pitch here from Pod Scanley. See which team can have a shutdown inning first. It's the 1-1 pitch will miss downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. And the wind's not as aggressive as they were yesterday. Blowing more inward toward home plate, though. The 2-1. Upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. And Lum did have 4 home runs over the course of the season. And the pitch swung on. That ball's hit well toward right, and it is going to be past the outstretched glove of the right fielder, Guru. On her way to third is the runner, and she's going to coast in there with a 2-out stand-up triple. So Lum on third for the top of the order. So we take a look here. That ball just kept tailing further and further away from Guru in right field. Ended up going all the way to the corner. And she coasts into third easily with that 2-out triple. And here comes Cowie. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored today. Has also stolen a base and will take strike 1. And Douglas coming from north of the border. In fact, all the players on the Royals are Canadian natives. And the 0-1 pitch missing just inside. And Edmonds making it to the top 4 a season ago as well. Knocked out around the same time. And ground ball, that is going to sneak through the right side. A base hit and an RBI. As the tenacity continues for the Edmonds Tritons as they score a run, 9-4 is the tally now. And that's going to bring up Chantel Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro also single and scored back in the first inning. And Pod Scanley in the circle. Pitch on the way. Called strike right down the middle, 0-1. And now an 0-1 pitch due through her motion. Upstairs, runner takes off. The throw to second is there in time, but going to be a little far for the shortstop Sherritt to go. Second stolen base of the afternoon for Cowie. So 1-1 the count. Now runner in scoring position for Shimabukuro. And the offering on the way. Upstairs and perhaps outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. And Shimabukuro had 50 RBI. Opportunity for RBI in number 51. Out there at second. Hit 3 home runs. And fouls back, and there goes the GoPro camera. So the GoPro has officially been decommissioned here on Field 1. Box is open, the outlet is hanging out. Boy, it is gruesome out here. So you can see it up there near the middle of the screen. And now a big 2-2 offering. See if she can put it out of its misery. And there's a swing and a drive to center. And that's going to be misread by Stolen. All the way to the wall it goes. 1 run is in. They're going to wave it to third. It's going to be a play at third, and it's going to pass. And it's going to be a triple. Second triple of the inning and a run scoring. Boy, what an inning this has been. Now you can see Allie Young back here taking a look at the GoPro camera. And you can see me right here on your screen. It is right there where my pen is pointing on your screen. So 2 runs in to score a couple of triples in the half inning. And we'll see the production crew scramble after the 3rd out has been recorded to put the camera back together again. So Hensley to bat with a runner on third. 2 runs home. And the pitch from Pod Scanley. Upstairs, ball one. And it looked like Stolen just misread the contact, came running in, anticipating a line drive. Instead, it kept carrying overhead. But Hensley with a sacrifice fly today. And the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0 the count. Hensley can look for something to hit hard. Wynn standing still at the second. And 3-0 the count now. Waiting on deck is Kaimi Montera, who has a triple of her own today. 3 triples have been hit by the Tritons. The 3-0 pitch right there, called strike. And 2 runs home here in the second. And the big pitch swung on, and that's going to be beaten foul in the box off the front foot of the hitter Hensley. So the count runs full, 3-2, 2 away. Now Hensley's going to take a quick second to make sure everything's okay. And now she'll walk back to the box. It always hurts no matter what when the ball is hit right off the bat on the foot. It looks like everything is good to go. So 3-2. You can hear the Edmonds and Douglas dugouts getting really rowdy there on the field. The payoff pitch from Pod Scanley. Swung on, there's a line drive, base hit into left field, and a run is gonna score. 9-6. Boy, we got ourselves a ball game. Edmonds, after being down 8-0 after the top of the first, has roared back within 3, 9-6 the score. Kaimi Montera will be the batter now. Tripled home run back in the first inning. And now her first offering in her second at-bat from Pod Scanley. Off speed, catching the outside corner, the count 0-1. Boy, quality pitch there from Pod Scanley to get ahead on a very dangerous hitter. She led the home run attack with 22 for Edmonds. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, that ball's laced the other way. One hopper, and that's going to be another base hit. So things continuing to develop for the Tritons, and here comes Romina Sangapolutele. And it looks like we're going to take a second here, as the runner at second may have rolled her ankle on the approach to second base. So we're going to go to commercial, give her some air, be right back after this.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So we come back. The player still down at second. That is Hensley. It looks like she's about to stand up. Big shout out to Bob Gibson, who came and fixed our GoPro during the break there. So we still wait. We take a look at the actual play itself, and right there it looked like she rolled her ankle or twisted it on the approach to second, and she is going to be helped off the field. And coming in to run the bases, it looks like it's going to be Jordan Bentz. So Bentz will take to the base paths, had 2 stolen bases out of 3 attempts. We'll hope that Hensley is okay. That's a big gun for the Tritons headed to the bench. So Bentz is ready to rock and roll out there at second. Runner at first is Jaime Montea after the single. And that means Romina Sangapalutele will bat with 2 runners on. She had a sacrifice fly in her last at bat. And Sangapalutele, the 8th hitter to come to the plate for Edmonds in this half inning. And the pitch to Romina, well inside the count, 1-0. It may be hard for Edmonds to get back rolling again after the momentum may have dissipated during that break. The 1-0 pitch misses high, but then you also got the other side of the factor, which is Pot Scanley hasn't thrown a pitch in a little while. Didn't really get a chance to warm up again once the injury timeout was over. And now a big 2-0 pitch to a big power hitter. On the way, Pot Scanley fires. There's a fastball off the plate, 3-0 now. And odds are, with the power that Sangapalutele has, she's going to get the green light, 3-0. She sees something near the center of the plate. And the 3-0 pitch swung on and fouled behind home plate, and the count goes to 3-1. So good contact there by the Edmonds third baseman. And now another hitter's count, 3-1. Right down Broadway, called strike, so 3-2, 2 away. Runners will get a head start on the pitch. And we'll see what Pot Scanley comes up with here. On the way. Missing. See if that was a pitch that missed higher in, but nonetheless, bases are loaded. So Kamale Labason comes to the plate. Labason 0 for 1, grounded to the third baseman Menard in her last at bat. Opportunity with the bases full of Tritons. And the pitch on the way. Off speed outside, and the count 1-0. 9th hitter to come to the plate in the half inning for the Tritons. And the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Labason with 6 home runs of her own and 54 RBI. Her on-base percentage was .455. She drew a total of 19 walks and swings and foul, tips the ball straight back. The count 2-1. And this Edmonds team very patient at the plate this year. As a team, they drew a total of 166 walks. And the 2-1. Swung on, that ball is flared toward the right side. Calling for it, the second baseman, Henson. And the side is retired, but not before 3 runs come across to score on 5 hits in the inning. No errors and 3 runners left on base. So on we go to the third. It is 9-6.
My name is Edwin. I'm a nursing student at North Idaho College. I want to be a nurse practitioner. I'm a senator for the student government. I am dedicated. I am a scientist. I am a leader. I am NIC.
My name's Trish. I'm a communication major at North Idaho College. I love music, dance, and videography. I want to work as a social media director. I'm creative, I'm an artist, I'm ambitious. I am NIC.
Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for summer quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. Find success at Pierce College. Selected as one of the top 5 best community colleges in the nation, Pierce College offers more than 60 programs of study. Get started today at one of the nation's premier community colleges. Apply online at www.pierce.ctc.edu. Pierce College. Possibilities realized.
So on we go to inning number 3, a shootout in the early innings. 9-6 is your score, and top of the Douglas order is due to face Robbins in the third. It's going to be Henson, who is 1 for 1 today with a 3 RBI double and a walk. And her first pitch is going to be taken downstairs for ball 1. That double for Henson back in the second inning was her 10th of the 2019 campaign. And the 1-0 offering swung on and fouled straight back. The count 1-1. And Bob Gibson came out between innings again to make sure that the GoPro was back straight. And big thank you to Bob. We got our favorite camera angle back. And the 1-1. Downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Henson right and Sherritt due up, top of the order for Douglas. And the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner, and the count 1-2. Winner of this game advances to the championship. And both very dynamically charged offensive units. We'll see which one would fare best against arguably the best pitcher in the NWAC in Matty Mott. It's the 1-2. Pitch will be due now from Robbins. Again, Robbins started the game last night against North Idaho. Came out, though, in the 7th inning, and Sykes took over. And now a big 1-2. Swinging a high pop-up in shallow left field. The shortstop, Kahi, calling for it, and she'll put it away easily for out number 1. And looking back over my notes, that's the first time that the leadoff hitter has been set down for Douglas here through the first 3. As a matter of fact, the first couple of leadoff hitters for the Royals have drawn walks. And now Casey Wright to bat, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, and puts a bunt down. That's foul. And Wright, a very quick base runner. So you take a look at her speed numbers. She was 6 for 6 in stolen bases. Had two doubles and one triple, and has two singles today. Her next pitch from Robbins going to be taken well outside and low to knot up the count 1-1. Again, both teams not going empty-handed in the first two innings. See if Douglas can keep the trend. They scored 8 in the first, 1 in the second. And the 1-1 pitch, tries to put down a bunt and waves that a strike. So the count 1-2. Sherrod on deck is 0 for 2. And Edmonds committing 4 errors to this point in the ball game. 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Tries to get right to chase the high fastball. Instead, the count will knot up at 2 apiece. So Wright will dig in. Again, the left fielder today for the Royals, and her pitch is going to be swung on and tapped foul at home plate, so 2-2 the count remains. On base percentage of .434 over the course of the year as well. Drew only 3 walks. And her 2-2. Swing, ground ball, that is up the middle, a base hit. That is the 3rd single of the day for Wright. And now Sherrod an opportunity to hit with a runner on. Again, Sherrod reached base and scored on an error back in inning number 1. It was an error committed by the shortstop, Cowie. And the pitch, Sherrod will take inside, ball 1. Good location by Robbins there, trying to jam the hitter. Did so successfully and got the pop out of Sherrod back in inning number 1. And this one will catch the corner. One ball and 1 strike. She was the 12th hitter to hit in that first inning. And now she puts a bunt down. It's going to be fielded by Robbins. Throw to first is in time, and there's 2 gone. So advancing on the sacrifice bunt is Wright. And now Shelby Quack, an opportunity to hit. Doubled home a run in her first at-bat. Walked and scored in her second, getting her 3rd at-bat here in just the 3rd inning. And the first pitch, called strike 1, near the top of the strike zone. And especially to a hitter like Quack, that's not a place you want to live as a pitcher. Does have the ability to put an absolute charge into the softball. And the 0-1. Upstairs, and there's a snap throw that didn't go past the circle. However, if we were playing cricket, it may have been a little to the left side of the wicket. And a 1-1 is the count. Swung on, there's a line drive, hauled it at shortstop by Cowie. And the side is retired, so the first half inning where no runs will come in to score. There was 1 hit and a runner leapt on, no errors. Home third when we return. Home half of inning number 3 coming your way from the Spokane Valley. 9-6 is your score, and the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Edmond, beginning with Kale Kachoke Kahuna. First pitch swung on, that ball's hit a mile high. Calling for it, the second baseman Hansen, and she'll make the easy grab for the first out. 1 pitch and 1 away here in the third. And now the right fielder, Taylor Shigeta, will come to the plate. Shigeta grounded out back in the second inning. As a matter of fact, all the production for the Tritons came with 2 outs in the second, as Kachuke Kahuna and Shigeta went down in order to open up that half inning. And the pitch from Pod Scanley. Check swing. They want to appeal. Did she go? No, says the first base umpire. 1 ball and no strikes. And Shigeta with a little tapper back to the pitcher in her first at bat. And now her 1-0 pitch downstairs. And the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Shigeta only had 1 at bat in yesterday's matchup with North Idaho. And we'll take a called strike right down the middle here. But on the season, hit .355, 1 home run, 1 triple. Did have 9 doubles as well, a total of 27 hits. And the 2-1 pitch. Right down Broadway, called strike 2. So Pod Scanley, after falling behind 2-0, comes back with 2 piped fastballs. And now a big 2-2 offering. Pod Scanley fires off speed and just missing high. What a 2-strike pitch by Pod Scanley. Again, a reminder to folks at home, it's not where the glove catches the ball, it's where it crosses the plate, as a walk will be issued to Shigeta with 1 away. And here comes the 9-hole hitter, that is Chanel Lum. Tripled in her last at-bat and opened up the floodgates for 3 runs in the home second. In her first offering here in the third inning from Pod Scanley. On the way, swung on. That ball's hit well on the right field line. That's fair. That's going to score Shigeta, no problem. And it looks like she's going to have her second triple of the day, and 1 run in for the Tritons. My goodness, second triple of the day for Lum. Well, she's going to need some oxygen tanks over there in the dugout. It's a lot of running for the center fielder today. Just take a look there. Just rolled all the way to the corner, and an easy run scored for Shigeta. Back to the top of the order we go in Sienna Cowie. So deficit cut to 2 runs. Cowie 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a couple of stolen bases as well. 2 runs scored. And our offering here in the third inning from Pod Scanley upstairs, ball 1. Be followed by Chantel Shimabukuro. And the 1-0 offering. Up the middle, base hit, and that's going to put the deficit down to 1. RBI, single, third single of the day for Cowie. And now it is a 9-8 ball game. This will bring up Chantel Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro 2 for 2 with a single and a triple to her credit thus far. Edmonds will continue to roll here in the third. The pitch on the way. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball one. Runner takes off, thrown out is not in time. The third single on the third stolen base for Cowie. Why the Tritons are fired up over there in the third base dugout. Now a runner in scoring position for Chantel Shimabukuro. The 1-0 upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. A hitter on deck now is the designated player spot. Hensley was in that spot, but it looks like it's going to be Bentz coming to the plate. Ground ball to the left side. It's going to be fielded cleanly. Throw across the first. Will not happen. They got the runner in the rundown. Throw to third. It's going to sail past. And now no attempt to score. And it's going to be a single and advancing on an errored throw by the shortstop to third is Cowie. And that would have been a tough play at first. But that error allowing both runners to get into scoring position. Now the go-ahead run at second. That's the first error for the Douglas Royals, and that's going to prompt a visit to the circle. And Bentz going to be getting her first at-bat. She hit .409 over the course of the regular season. Then Bentz came in as a substitute. Again, Edmonds trailing 8-0 after the first inning. Now are within one, 9-8 the score. And the pitch from Potscanley to Bentz. On the way, there's a pitch missing downstairs, and the count 1-0. And Bentz did not have a home run on the season. And the 1-0, check swing outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two runs already home, 1 out. And the 2-0 pitch to Bentz. Called strike on the outer half of the plate, 2-1. Running on deck, the catcher, Kimmy Montoya. Okay, Kimmy Montoya with 2 hits as well. And the 2-1 from Potscanley shows bunt, and that's going to be pressed foul. Played on 1 hop by the first baseman, Redmond, for Douglas. And had that landed, we'd have a tie ball game here in the 3rd inning. So a 2-2 count to Bentz. And the pitch. Tritons dugout is fired up. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a huge second out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Pristine Kimmy Montera. She is 2 for 2 today with a triple and a single, as well as an RBI and a run scored. And the pitch on the way. Called strike, catching the upper part of the zone, 0-1. Kimmy Montero actually got the night off last night against North Idaho. She takes outside. Doing the catching last night was Stacia Mickey, who turned in a 1 for 3 performance. And the 1-1 pitch from Podscanley. Foul tip on the off-speed pitch, 1-2. Fourth inning for Douglas. We'll see the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. And the 1-2 offering. Outside, and the count goes 2-2. Deuces are wild, 2-2, 2 away, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the third inning. And the 2-2 pitch going to be delayed as time is called in the batter's box. An hour and a half to get through these first 3 innings to this point. Swung on, there's a high pop-up to shallow right. Calling for it is Guru, and she'll make the grab. And the tying run is going to be stranded out there at third base, but 2 runs come in to score on 3 hits in the inning, 1 error, 2 left on. Top of the 4th when we come back.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
Five, 6, and 7 due up for the Royals here in the top of the 4th inning. It's going to be Latrace, Guru, and Redmond. So the first pitch to Latrace is going to miss down and in for ball 1. Again, winner advances to play North Idaho in the championship game. The loser will claim the 3rd place trophy. And the 1-0 pitch from Robbins. Swung on, that ball is skied into shallow left. The shortstop calling for it. That is Cowhey, 1 gone. So quick out now, bring up Casey Guru, the right fielder. And Edmonds been doing a great job of keeping calm, cool, and collected as they found themselves down 8-0 after the top of inning number 1 concluded. Now only trailing by 1, 9-8. The first offering here to Guru. Downstairs, ball 1. Been on base twice, but is 0 for 1. She walked in the first inning and reached base on an error back in inning number 2. In a total of 4 errors committed by the Tritons through the first couple of innings. Total of 5 between the two teams as Douglas committed their first error in the last half. And Guru came around to score after drawing that walk in the first inning. It's a 2-0 pitch right at the top of the strike zone. The count 2-1. And the championship game slated to start at 1:30, but I don't think that time frame is going to hold up. The 2-1. Swung on, grounded towards short. Going to be played cleanly. Throw across the diamond is in time from Cowhey. 2 gone. So Caitlin Redmond will bat with 2 gone here in the 4th inning. A single and a pop out to her credit so far today. Redmond in the left-handed box, pitch on the way. There's a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Redmond playing first base today. And the 0-1. Good off-speed, catching the top of the zone, 0-2. Boy, Robbins just 1 strike away from the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. Pitch swung on, and maybe it's because I said something. A single into left. And now an opportunity for Hannah Menard to hit with a runner on first. She's 0 for 1 with a pop out and a sacrifice fly today. 1 run batted into her credit. 9-8 is the score. The Royals didn't score in inning number 3, and now there's a called strike to kick off this at-bat. Which had to be a big momentum booster for the Tritons. And the 0-1. Off speed at the knees, 0-2. And a total of 7 hits so far for the Douglas Royals. And the 0-2. Fastball just missing outside. As you can see the reactions of the Triton fans. Boy, really wanting that pitch. That was close, but was outside. And the 1-2. Outside, deuces are wild here in the top half of inning number 4, 2-2, 2 away. And trying to make it 2 half innings in a row without the Royals scoring. The 2-2 swing, line drive, that's up the middle, a base hit. So back-to-back singles after 2 quick outs, and the Royals are in business with Brooke Stolen coming to the plate. Stolen today is 0 for 2 with 2 pop outs. So you take another look here at the contact, solid back up the middle, and good diving attempt by Cowie. And it looks like we've got ourselves a pinch hitter coming in, and we'll probably see Stolen re-enter after all is said and done. It's going to be Kiana Olsen hitting. She bats .365 on the year with 5 home runs, total of 47 RBI. And Olsen, a first baseman for Douglas, so odds are we will see Stolen re-enter. And the pitch, a called strike. And now the 0-1 pitch, off speed. Boy, that is a good looking pitch right there, just below the knees. And you can see the bat of Olsen. About halfway and stopped, and now the next off speed misses badly upstairs, 2-1. Some clouds rolling into the Spokane Valley now. The sun beginning to disappear a little bit. Here's a ground ball towards short, going to be played on the backhand, throw across in time. And the side is retired, so no runs come through. 2 hits in the inning, no errors. And 2 runners left on base. On we go to the home 4th. 9-8 the score.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I chose Centralia College for a couple reasons. Financially, it was just the best option for me. Some colleges that will have people redshirting as a freshman, but you don't get to do that here. You go right into playing, developing your skills and your talents. You're gonna have fun and you're gonna learn a lot. My name is Britzy Hockett. I play softball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
Let's see, I graduated from high school in 2008, went to UW for a year, came back to Spokane. You know, graduated, wasn't really sure what I was gonna do, so I headed to Spokane Falls. I feel like the energy in Spokane is evolving. Having a good, accessible college right here in town is a really important part of that. So I just started working at Helvetica, which is a local design firm. The Falls definitely prepared me for getting a good job right out of college.
My name is Morgan Lynch. This is my college, my community.
See there, the North Idaho Cardinals checking out who they're going to be playing in the championship game. And the Cardinals, under the direction of Coach Don Williams, getting the opportunity for a repeat performance in the championship. But here we have a 9-8 ball game to see who that team that will play North Idaho is going to be. And began with 8 runs in the first, total of 11. After 3 runs scored by the Tritons in the home half, and now it is going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Tritons, beginning with Rilmina Songapalutele. And her first offering, we got a new pitcher on for Douglas as well. And for Douglas, that new pitcher is going to be Megan Hurien. 6.73 ERA for her on the year. And the 0-1 pitch, outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hurien, a freshman this year, 47 strikeouts, 18 walks. And the 1-1 to Songapalutele. Driven to right, and that's gonna stay fair. No, home plate umpire looked like he signaled fair, but the first base umpire signaling foul. So a hard call. That is the first base umpire's call beyond the first base bag. So 1 and 2 will be the count. A loud strike 2 for Songapalutele. And the 1-2 pitch, swung on, there's a ground ball up the middle. It's gonna be played on the backhand and thrown to first is not in time. And there's a leadoff single. Boy, and looks like the entire dugout of the Douglas Royals got fired up after. You get a look there, a conversation going on now between the Royals coaching staff and the first base umpire. And it looks like it will not amount to anything as Songapalutele has a base hit to kick things off in the home fourth. And Kamale Labasan to hit now. The first offering on the way. Missing downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Labasan today is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. And the 1-0 pitch, Labasan takes upstairs. Throw back to first is nowhere close. And quality play on the infield single by Hansen to stop the ball from rolling up the middle. Throw to first, however, just late. And the pitch swung on. That ball's popped up near the circle. Calling for it is the third baseman, Menard, and she will barely hang on to it for the first out. That'll bring up the first baseman, Kale Kacho Kekahuna. Kacho K. Kahuna 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a pop out. And the pitch. Good fastball on the outside corner. The count 0-1. Again, Kacho K. Kahuna. Big strikeout in the second. Popped out to second in her last at bat. Hurrien missing upstairs to knot the count up. Again, Kacho K. Kahuna with 3 home runs and 33 RBI to this point. And the 1-1 showing bunt, pulling back. Now a throw back to the first base bag, and it's going to go into the outfield, but holding up is going to be Songapolu Tele. So 2 balls and 1 strike. A slugging percentage of .628 for Kacho K. Kahuna this year. And the 2-1. Taken right down Broadway, called strike 2. Then Kacho K. Kahuna in her last 5 at-bats has struck out 4 times, including her 0 for 3 performance against Maddie Mott of the North Idaho Cardinals a night ago. The 2-2. Hang the K backwards, strike 3 call. Got her looking, there's 2 gone. And that is going to bring up Taylor Shigeta. Shigeta walked and scored back in inning number 3, so 2 away and a runner on. Boy, and this is an opportunity for Douglas to have a scoreless inning of defense in their column. It's the pitch to Shigeta on the way. Is a swing and a high fly ball into shallow right field, rushing in and not able to make the grab on the error. It's going to be the right fielder, Garou, with another errant throw. Oh my goodness, and we are tied. The Douglas Royals have blown an 8-0 lead, and we are tied 9-9 here in the 4th. 2 separate errors on the right fielder. And the game is all tied up. My, oh my. So we take a look now. That's 3 errors for the Royals, 4 for the Tritons. Both errors coming from the right fielder, Garou. And now a substitution for Garou. Coming in to play right field is going to be Killian Huntley, a sophomore outfielder. Huntley will check in. And Garou very flustered after that last play. And now Chanel Lum, who's 2 for 2 with 2 triples today, will go to work. And the first offering to her, fastball catching the outside corner, 0-1. Again, 2 triples, a fantastic game so far for Lum. And the 0-1. Outside, knotting things up at 1 apiece. Again, 3 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 here in the home 4th to tie up this game. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And in the 5th inning, Douglas has the top of their order due up. And now a long pause, and the 1-2 in the dirt, nearly skipping away from the catcher Latrace, and heading back to second will be Shigeta. So 2-2. And the pitch. Swung on and flared foul to the right side, and the count will remain 2-2. 2 away and a 9-9 ball game. Again, both very good offensive teams. And here's a swing and a high fly ball in the shallow left center. Calling for it is the center fielder Stolen. And the side is retired, but we have a brand new ball game. 1 run scores on 1 hit, 2 errors. And 1 runner left on base. 5th inning action when we come back.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports, and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more.
So a big welcome back to the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex. Head coach of the North Idaho softball team, Don Williams, getting ready for her championship showdown. So we got a 9-9 ball game here. Top of the order due up the Douglas Royals. Janessa Henson leading off. She'll take strike 1. And Henson so far today is 1 for 2, a double, a walk, 3 RBI, and a pop out to her credit. And she'll take downstairs the count 1-1. And Douglas once led this game 8-0, now a 9-9 ball game. Both offenses have been relentless. And the 1-1 pitch way upstairs. Count 2-1. And however, the Tritons have been able to hold Douglas scoreless in the last 2 innings of offense. And momentum definitely on the side of Edmonds as we enter the 5th inning. Ground ball towards shortstop, going to be mishandled, and there's another error on the shortstop, Cowie. Boy, oh boy, and it looks like Cowie's also a little shaken up on the play. And now she's waving off the coach. Looks like she is okay. So an error on the shortstop. And that is going to be the 5th error committed by the Tritons. Boy, oh boy. Boy, and just spitballing here against a North Idaho team that puts the ball in play a lot. It's going to be very tough for both of these squads to be competitive, considering the fact that between the 2 teams, we now have a grand total of 8 errors. Batting now is Wright. Wright is 3 for 3 with 3 singles today. And the 0-1 tries to put down a bunt. Instead will wave at strike 2. Emily Sherritt waits on deck. Robbins trying to get through another scoreless inning to keep this ball game tied going into the home 5th. And the pitch swung on, grounded to first. They're going to get 1 at the first base bag, and it's going to be a fielder's choice allowing Henson to advance. See another look here. That ball is hit well to first base. Not really going to have an opportunity to throw to second, as the second baseman, Shima Bakuder, was a little off the bag. But 1 away And the go-ahead run in scoring position for Sherritt. 0 for 2 today, also has a sacrifice to her credit. And the pitch outside, ball 1. And Sherritt reached base on an error on Cowie back in the first inning. And Cowie has committed 3 errors today. And there's a called strike on the inner half of the plate, 1-1. And a shootout here on field 1, semifinal matchup. Here's a swing and a high pop-up that is going to leave foul, ending up in the Triton bleachers. Again, Sherritt looking to drive in the go-ahead run with a single here. Very good speed on second in Henson. And the 1-2 offering on the way. Skipping in the dirt. And the count knots up at 2. Very aggressive secondary lead being taken by Henson. And Henson with a grand total of 15 stolen bases. Inside, and the count runs full. And Henson reached base on an error to open things up. Now a payoff pitch due. Swing, ground ball is second, looks at third, elects not to get the tough out, to get the easy out, 2 away. And Shimabukuro looked like for a second that she wanted to throw the ball to third. Instead, elects to take that sure out at first, 2 gone. And here comes Shelby Quack. Quack is 1 for 2 with a RBI double today. And we'll take a called strike to kick off this at-bat. A double, a walk, and a line out thus far in the ball game. And the 0-1 pitch from Robbins going to be taken just inside, and the count knots up at 1. Good pitch there by Robbins. And the 1-1. Swung on, grounded to third, and the throw across diamond is in time. So the leadoff error is washed as the next 3 go down in order. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and a runner left on base. We go to the home 5th, 9-9 in Spokane.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So on we go now to the home half of the 5th inning. Douglas unable to capitalize on an error, and now Edmonds will send the top of their order to the plate, beginning with Sienna Cowie, who's 3 for 3. And her first pitch on the way, taken for a called strike. And you get a look here. Cowie 3 for 3 with 3 singles, 3 stolen bases, has also committed 3 errors, so 3 is the magic number for the Triton shortstop today. And the 0-1 pitch puts down a bunt right back to the pitcher. Throw to first is in time, and there's one gone. Second baseman Henson covering. And that'll bring up Chantel Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro also 3 for 3 today. 2 singles and a triple to her credit. Has also scored twice. In her first at bat against this new arm for Douglas. Kurian. And the first offering on the way. There's a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1. Jordan Bentz waiting on deck, who replaced Kayla Hensley back in inning number 2 as a base runner. The 0-1 down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One's across the board. 1-1 with 1 away. And the 1-1 pitch, Ariane fires. There's a swing and a fly ball that is going to be foul. So a long strike 2. In North Idaho, warming up beyond the right field wall now. Be taking on the winners of this contest in the championship game. Get a shot there of the North Idaho Cardinals. So 1-2. Pitch on the way. Down low, knotting things up at 2 apiece. And hurry in. ERA of 6.73. That's the highest ERA on the pitching staff for the Douglas Royals this year. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground is going to be played on 2 hops at third by Menard. Throw to first in time. And there's 2 gone. Take another look here. That's a tough play over there at the hot corner as Menard is able to spear it and throw a strike to first base in plenty of time for 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Jordan Bentz, who struck out in her first at-bat and came in to replace Hensley after she went out what appears to be a leg injury. First pitch misses outside. But Hensley up to that point had an RBI, single, and a sacrifice fly. So 2 ribbies on the day for Hensley before she came out. And Bentz takes outside. The count goes to 2-0. Outfield playing straight up for Bentz. Perhaps a couple steps closer to the wall. So 2-0 is going to be fouled off to the right. The count goes to 2-1. Boy, after an offensive onslaught from the Tritons in the first 4 innings, wouldn't it be something for the confidence of Douglas to go through this inning 1-2-3? Ariane into her motion. Check swing, down low, 3-1. Waiting on deck, the catcher, Pristine Kimi-Montera. Here's the pitch, swung on. That ball is hit over towards shortstop, and it's going to hold up there for Sherritt to make the grab. So 1-2-3. Go the Tritons in the 5th inning. To the top of inning number 6 we go. We got a 9-9 ball game.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
More than 48,000 service members have been physically wounded during the military conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. An estimated 400,000 are living with the invisible wounds of war, including post-traumatic stress disorder, major depression, and traumatic brain injury. The NWAC is honored to have a Wounded Warrior Project veteran at today's games. The NWAC is rallying behind Wounded Warrior Project, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. Wounded Warrior Project connects to more than 100,000 wounded warriors, family members, and caregivers it serves with programs that empower them to live their lives on their own terms. Thanks to generous donors, WWP is proud to offer these services free of charge. To get involved and learn more, visit woundedwarriorproject.org. Please join us in recognizing the veterans in attendance and the service and sacrifice they've provided to our country.
Top half of inning number 6 coming your way now from the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex. A shootout here, 9-9. Total of 21 hits, also a total of 8 errors between the two teams, and it's going to be Latrace, Maru, and Redmond due up as the first pitch is down low for ball 1. And again, Killian Huntley has replaced Casey Garou. So she'll get her first at-bat here in the 6th inning. So there's a swing and a fly ball into shallow center, and that's going to go past the dive and on her way to second, and throwing on the brakes is Latrace. So Douglas has their leadoff hitter on board. And that's going to bring up Killian Huntley, who came in to replace Casey Garou defensively after she committed 2 errors on the same play. She'll get her first at bat. So we take a look at her stats. Batted .313 on the year. There's a ground ball towards short, and they're going to get the first out at second, which almost turned into the 4th error on the shortstop, Cowie. Instead, a fielder's choice, 6-4. And now it looks like an interference call has been made. And that has not sparked good emotion over in the Royals dugout. Now everybody getting some clarification. But should the call stand, it's going to be the put out at second. And then interference. So we will see as the coaching staff going to talk it over with the officiating crew. And unclear on exactly what happened. And now, so 2 away. So that means there's 2 gone. And Redmond to the plate with 2 away. And the first pitch, a called strike, 0-1 the count. So the Royals end up with no one on base, 2 away. And the 0-1 pitch, good off-speed pitch, just below the knees. And the count knots up at 1. Boy, that can be truly demoralizing to an offense, especially it's been struggling lately. The 1-1, good off-speed pitch, catching the inside corner, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes the count, and the pitch swung on and flying to deep center field. Chasing it back is going to be Lum, and that will retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors in the inning, and no one left on board. We go to the home 6th, 9-9.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
So big welcome back to Spokane as we have clarification on what happened exactly. It was a look-back violation. And taking a quick look, the look-back violation is when a runner tries to make an advancement to a bag when the pitcher has control of the ball within the circle. So that is how the second out came to fruition in the top of the 6th, and now it is going to be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. So the first pitch misses outside to Kami Montera, who is 2 for 3 today. Triple, a single, and a fly out. Also 1 RBI to her credit. And the pitch on the way. Low and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Again, not a rule that is seen too often. Again, not many violations of it. But we have one here in the semifinal as the third pitch will miss high and away. 3-0, again, home half of the 6th inning. And Edmonds coming back from an 8-0 deficit to tie the game at 9 now. And now 3-0 to the leadoff hitter. Swung on, there's a high fly ball in shallow right center field, stolen. Will settle underneath it, and there's one gone. That'll bring up Wilmina Sangapalutele, who is 1 for 1 today with a single, a walk, and a sacrifice fly. And the look-back rule initially installed in softball to speed up the game. And it did so there by a grand juncture. And 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing, ground ball. That is going to be fielded cleanly and taken to the bag herself. Over there at first by Henson. Don't know if Henson lost faith in her third baseman or is just taking out some aggression through that play, but nonetheless, 2 gone. It'll be 4 unassisted for out number 2. So interesting play, to say the least here. And that'll bring up Kamalela Basan, who is 0 for 3 with a ground out, a pop out to second, and a pop out to third. And she'll take a called strike. Kale Kacho Kekahuna waiting on deck. And the 0-1 to Labasan. Upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. And 7th inning looming as one of these teams will advance to the championship game. And the 1-1. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. And a lot of the production today for the Tritons has come with 2 outs in the inning. However, the hitter on deck not having a very good day. 0 for 3 is Kacho Kekahuna. The 2-1. Swung on. There's a high pop-up on the left side. Third baseman Menard calls for it. And the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 for the second inning in a row. Go the Tritons on to the 7th. Still tied 9-9.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So top half of inning number 7, a 9-9 score coming down to the wire at the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. It's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for Douglas, beginning with Menard. And she'll take downstairs ball 1 to kick off this last inning of regulation. Menard today is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, a base hit, and a pop out. And her 1-0 swing, line drive, hauled in at first by Kacho Kekahuna. And there's one quick out here in the top of the 7th inning. We've had one extra inning game go on here in field 1. Only took one extra frame to complete. However, there was a 10-inning affair in which Bellevue took down Mount Hood in the consolation bracket. Bellevue then only to be upset by the Clackamas Cougars. Brooke Stolen, the hitter, 0 for 2. Pardon, 0 for... Yes, pardon, 0 for 2 because there was a pinch hit for her. She did re-enter. She's popped out twice. And her sub grounded out in inning number 4. And the 2-0 offering taken up and away. 3 balls and no strikes. Again, the bracket said the championship game will be starting in 10 minutes, so I highly doubt it. And the 3-0 upstairs, ball 4. So big base runner there representing the go-ahead run. And here comes the top of the Douglas order in Janessa Hansen. A 3 RBI double earlier in the ball game. One away, runner on first for Stolen. That's the first time she's reached base. There's a ground ball toward third. They're going to go to second for 1, and they'll take the fielder's choice. And now trying to take second, and doing so successfully, is going to be Hansen. She reaches base on the fielder's choice, and on defensive indifference takes second. Boy, oh boy, what an interesting couple of innings it has been. 5-4 on the putout. And now the go-ahead run in scoring position for Wright, and she'll take inside ball 1. Again, defensive indifference not ruled as an error, although it really should be. But nonetheless, very good speed and scoring position. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-0 the counts. Robbins wondering just where that missed. Did look inside here on the telecast. 2-0 the count. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. So a 2-1 pitch due. On deck is Sherritt. And the pitch. Ground ball, that is foul down the first baseline, and that had lead change written all over it. 2-2, two-away. Deucer Wild here in the top half inning, number 7, with a runner in scoring position. So a big 2-2 pitch from Robbins. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now a chance to walk it off for Edmonds in the home 7th. 9-9 when we come back.
We see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So we go to the home 7th. It's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up, beginning with Kale Kacho-K Kahuna. And her first offering on the way. And it looks like we're actually going to have a pinch hitter for K Kahuna. So we'll get a number on that. It's going to be Stacia Mickey pinch hitting with some power off the bench. And her 1-0 offering on the way, pulls back and takes ball 2 down low. So again, back to the look back rule. We actually have our UIC to explain exactly what's happened during that play. So get an explanation from Paul real quick.
So in the look back rule, the ball goes back to the pitcher. The pitcher is inside the circle and not making a defensive play on the player. When that happens, the runner has to go back to the base she came from or immediately go to the next base.
All right.
If she pauses it all, she's out.
All right, well, there you have it. Big thank you to our UIC Paul for the explanation. This ball's driven to the right center field gap, and hauling it in on the run. The center fielder stolen for the first out. Boy, what a big first out that was. And that'll bring up Taylor Shigeta. And Shigeta 0 for 2. Reached base on a walk, has also reached base on an error today. And that was the 2-error play that involved Guru back in the 4th inning. And now our first offering here, taken outside, ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes. Shigeta playing right field today. Didn't play last night against North Idaho. And the 1-0 offering. Shigeta takes a called strike to knot things up 1-1. And no runs for Douglas in the top half. Extra innings looming. And the 1-1. Outside, just a hair outside. The count goes to 2-1. Lum waiting on deck, who has 2 triples to her credit today. And winner will take on North Idaho in the championship matchup. The 2-1 pitch downstairs, 3-1 the count. Shigeta, good hitter's count. An opportunity to find something she can hit hard. And the 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, and the winning run is on first base for Edmonds. So Chanel Lum is the hitter. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. And coming in to do said aforementioned running is going to be Liliola Vehikete. And a freshman outfielder who stole 14 bases out of 17 attempts in the 2019 campaign. And here comes Chanel Lum. And the pitch on the way. Lum shows bunt. Runner takes up. Pitches down the throw. Not in time. So the winning run in scoring position now. This pitch was up high to Lum. That is stolen base number 15 on the season. You see the throw was there in time. The tag was just late. And now a conversation in the circle with the Royals again. The margin for error is 0 at this point. Yeah, they need to get the next 2 hitters out in order to force an extra inning at least. Meanwhile, a base hit could end the ball game in dramatic fashion for the Tritons. Top of the order in Sienna Kelly, looming on deck. And Lum has scored twice after hitting those triples. And now the 1-0 pitch. On the way. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. And quality speed out there for Vahikete. And Vahikete stealing 15 now. And the 1-1 pitch. Time called by Lum at home plate. And should there be an extra inning, Douglas will have their 3, 4, and 5 hitters do it. A 1-1. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. And Douglas ended up stranding the go-ahead run in scoring position in their half of the 7th. And the 2-1. Swung on and fouled off to the right, so 2-2 goes the count. In a big pressure situation. Can't ask for much more of a hectic situation. Especially out there in the circle for Hurrien. A 2-2. Outside, and the count runs full. Silver lining is if you end up walking Lum, you set up a double play opportunity. So walk, not the worst thing that can happen in the situation. Orion fires, swung on and popped up foul. It will hit the backstop, so 3-2 the count remains. And both these teams offensively can fare well against the North Idaho Cardinals. You see the Tritons dugout all fired up in the home seventh. And the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So a double play is in order. So here comes the shortstop, Sienna Cowie. And Cowie with 3 errors on the day. And boy, this is a chance for redemption right here if she can come through in the biggest game of the season so far for Edmonds. And the biggest game on the horizon should they get through this. And the pitch. Downstairs, ball 1, 3 for 4, 3 singles and a ground out. Also 3 stolen bases for Cowie. She's driven in a run as well. The 1-0 pitch, third baseman playing in. There's a swing and a foul tip straight back off the glove of Latrese. And the count evens 1-1. Winning on deck is Chantel Shimabukuro, who is also 3 for 4 on the day. And the 1-1 from Hurrien. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. Walk here puts the winning run at third base for Edmonds. Swing, ground ball, that's gonna sneak through, a base hit. They're gonna wave the runner home. The throw is in time but offline, and Edmonds with a walk-off win in the 7th inning to advance to play North Idaho in the championship. To just see a little seeing eye single up the middle and waving home Shigeta, that is the ball game. We've got our championship match all set to go. North Idaho and Edmonds, a rematch of the A bracket semifinal. In the second NWAC championship on the line for Edmonds, first since 1980. A chance to put one on the board in 2019. Championship game coming up in just a short while on the NWAC Sports Network. Until then, from all of us here at the Northwestern Athletic Conference, I'm Wes Tucker. We'll see you in a little bit.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bada, the official ball of you.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully custom.
Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for our third place finishers. 7th seeded Douglas Royals.